this is not going to make you $1 million. It's going to allow you to focus on your business, which is really, really, really key. Now, it will allow you to work from home and on your businesses, and it will allow you to fund yourself while focusing on your business. Now, look, what I'm going to show you to do is learning an online part-time trade. Okay? Examples of these are like online customer support, basic online marketing services, and becoming a virtual assistant. Now, one of the first ways I got up to about $6,000 per month was literally by providing basic online marketing services on forums or to people that were doing SEO for customers, and they basically outsourced their work to me. Now, am I saying go learn SEO? No, I'm saying go learn a small part of any online business, like creating the content for the business, editing the videos for the business, going out there and helping with customer support, creating all sorts of stuff I'm going to show you here that basically anybody can learn to do these things in about a week. And what you're going to do is then hop on online sites that allow you to sell these services or sell your services and work for 100% free. What this will allow you to do, it might not allow you to quit your job straight off, but if you're just getting started, this will give you that safety net and an ability to actually generate income to pay your rent, pay for food and stuff like that while you focus on your online business without having to spend 10 hours a day. It's actually a software I created called Source Market. It's 100% free to use. There's a lot of other sites like this online. I'm just using this as an example because I'm closest to it and I can explain it easier. What I'm suggesting you do, you can see there's a whole lot of different aspects to SEO right here. There's keyword research, building PBNs, which are websites people place links on. There's writing content, which is basically just going and writing a 500-word article. That's it. It doesn't even have to be that well written or anything like that. Or building social signals or doing manual backlinks. Now, I'm not saying go learn SEO, but for in almost every marketing business out there, there's people who need people to manage their social media. There's people who need people to manage their content creation, writing articles, all sorts of hoopla and stuff like that. So what I encourage you to do, maybe dig around this site, go to a site called Fiverr, go to a site called Upwork.com, and what you're going to be able to do is see basically what's selling and what people are buying in contractor-wise. What are people are being able to sell in short burst services? You can see what's really funny about Source Market is the people up here on the top of this page are best sellers. They're making anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 per month. What I'm suggesting you do, if you're struggling right now, it's going to be very hard for you to go out there and build a profitable, sustainable business in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be straight up with you, dude. Pretty much impossible. I very rarely see someone go out there and go to a full-time income in 2 weeks, a month's time, even 2 months' time. I've seen it happen multiple times in 3 months, 6 months, and everything like that. So don't think that you can't go out there and create a profitable online business. It's just going to take a little bit of effort. What I'm suggesting you do is you learn a trade. You learn how to do some basic grunt work. For example, if people were building houses, let's imagine their online businesses are houses, they need someone to come paint the walls. They need someone to come install the plumbing and fix the toilets and stuff like that. You need to learn how to go out there and learn how to paint the walls of people's online businesses, how to go out there, maybe manage their customer support and stuff like that. And there's all sorts of courses online you can go to pick this up. You can learn a bunch of these skill sets. SEO skill sets just from one of my main businesses, SourceWave. We have just a free SEO beginners course you can check out. We'll show you how to do basic SEO stuff like backlink building. How to find mentors that can actually help you out, help you progress, and help you get started making a business and scale your business to where you want to go. And then I also want to show you how to find bigger mentors once you get it going down a little bit later on. They can help you scale to millions of dollars and so on and so forth. My mentor is worth about, he's getting close to $600 million right now. And when we interact, it's about 30-minute conversations, about once a month, every 2 months. And so literally, it's not like he sits around looking over my shoulder. I hit him up. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm launching this book. I'm doing this event, doing this stuff right here. He's like, okay, cool. You need to fix this and this. I'm like, okay, cool. And then that's it. That's done. And then we don't talk for, a month, or we'll talk like as friends and stuff like that. But it's not like he's constantly looking over my shoulder and fixing everything. So don't look for that. Stop looking to push the blame onto somebody else and have somebody else take you by the hand and coddle you all the way to creating a business. That's just, it's not how it works, and you're an asshole if you think someone's going to do that for you. It's very selfish. Now, the next thing you gotta understand when you're looking for a mentor is you need to look within your league. However, if a person wanted to learn how to play hockey and they've never skated before in their life, do you think Wayne Gretzky coming down and say you want the best person ever to teach you how to play hockey? Would Wayne Gretzky coming down and teaching this person how to skate and how to put on their shoelaces and how to hit the puck in basic ways, would that really be a good use of Wayne Gretzky's time? And would he really be able to impart onto the person the things that make him such a great player? No, because the person hasn't even learned how to skate yet. That's why if you're going up to people like, for example, my mentor, Com, gets people asking him to mentor him all the time. He's worth like $5 million, and it's people asking him to mentor them that have never even started a business. So what you need to understand is you need to find a person that is more suited to mentor you. For example, if you don't already have a business, the best person to mentor you wouldn't be a person making $10,000, $50,000 per day. They can't really pass on to you the things that they know because you don't even know how to set up a website yet, okay? Them teaching you how to make a website would be a complete waste of their time, and if you're paying them, you're wasting your money. What you want to do is find someone who's making maybe $100 a day, because they just went from $0 a day to $100 a day in whatever they're doing online, or business-wise in general. This doesn't just apply to online. And so what the person who's making $100 a day is able to do is, one, they understand the problems you're going through. They just went through them themselves. What I'm saying is find someone who is not a professional coach or mentor, okay? And when you find this person, say, hey, dude, you're making $100 a day. I was just talking to you or whatever. Can I pay you $200 to sit down with you for an hour and you show me exactly what you're doing? That's the best way to find a mentor who can actually help you. So don't just look for mentors, look for people you can network with that move you forward in your life. And those are the two really big things that are gonna help you when it comes to doing that. My last thing I gotta say is don't try and put your fucking life in someone else's hands. Stop being like, if only I had a mentor to follow me around every single goddamn day and do everything and spot check me and hold my hand until I made money. You're never gonna make money with that mindset. I'm just gonna be straightforward with you. All your businesses are gonna fail because you're looking at somebody else. I don't understand the stock market. And the best way to lose your money is to go and bet your money or invest in something you don't understand. That's the number one way to lose your money. If you don't understand it completely, if you are not researching it for 8 hours a day, don't fucking do it. Just go and do what you do. If you don't know what you're doing investing-wise, don't do it. What you should do when you start making money and you want to go start investing and stuff, find a mentor who's very good at investing and do some small deals first. Go out there and actually prove that when you bet on something you can win, because most of the time when you first get started, you're going to lose all your money. The thing that a lot of people don't know about me is I just had some very, very wealthy members in my family originally, and they lost all their money because they invested without knowing how to invest. Now they have no money. So that's just a lesson I learned from that. It's something I've taken to heart, is that I'm never going to invest in something unless I understand it. Now, if you have money, one of the best ways to get a massive investment, like I have, is investing in yourself. Where I get the most massive returns investment-wise, it's not investing in real estate, not investing in stocks and stuff like that. It's not going and playing Silicon Valley, whack-a-mole, roulette on companies. I invest in myself. The only person you can truly count on to always get your return on your investment is you. Okay, sometimes your companies will fail, but you're gonna see much higher return from those companies. For example, when I start a lot of software companies, I already have a following, I already know how to sell them, and I can go on and invest about $30,000 in a software that makes me about $50,000 per month in its first month, and it makes me $50,000 per month for the rest of the year. That's a massive return. Find out how to invest wisely and do small deals first so that you know what you're doing. Don't go and invest and make some big, bet on some company that you don't understand. Don't go in the markets that you don't understand. Don't go and invest money just because other people are doing it. Find out how to be successful with that. And then when you are finally successful and winning a lot more than you lose, that's when you can start investing money into it. Learn the trade of being an investor before you go and blow all your money. It's just like anything else in life, okay? Someone said, Becker, do you have any daily rituals for mindset, such as affirmation or visuals? No, I'm not some hippie, okay? Sitting in your house, in your underwear, saying, I'm gonna be successful today, I'm gonna do it. Really, it's not gonna help you out, okay? Maybe it does, here's my views on this kind of stuff. I have the morning ritual, I have everything laid out. I talk about it in my lifestyle video, the stuff how I prepare for every single day and how I kind of get my mind in the right place. That's what I do. I guess I would kind of follow as like a ritual or something like that. If you want to be successful, what most people don't do is you need to have a healthy routine, okay? This sounds stupid. Listen to me. If you guys have seen in my life, like daily routine videos, basically what I do every single day is I have my clothes laid out for me the day before, okay? I eat the same exact thing every single day. And every single day I have a checklist that I list out on my computer every day of all the goals I want to accomplish for the day. And I do that every single day. I wake up at about 5, 6 a.m. every single day. I work out at 1 to 2 o'clock every single day. I come back, game for a little bit, work some more, and then relax. It's the same exact thing every single day. And so in order to consistently move to a goal, you have to have consistent daily everything. Number 2, you have to understand that your mind is your fucking enemy. You need to understand that your mind and your experiences are not good references to what you're trying to get into. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You need to move exactly where you're most scared of going immediately and realize your brain is not going to tell you the right way to go. It is not going to tell you the right way to go because it doesn't have good reference points. It's the coolest thing you can do. You have to set realistic daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. You need to go down number by number. Okay, so for example, if you want to get to 10K a month, you need to identify, and this is the big problem most people have. They set these goals and they talk like Donald Trump, and they set these goals. They're going to be very great goals. They're going to be the best goals you've ever seen. And so what you need to do is you need to identify the steps to get in there. So if you want to get to 10K a month and you want to do that with clients, okay? How do we get there? How do we get to 6 figures a year, okay? You might have seen a Ty Lopez ad just like this. Stealing it from Ty. I got no original content. But on a serious note, I kind of want to answer this question because a lot of young entrepreneurs I know struggle with this. They struggle with, can I still party all the time? Can I still do drugs? And what can I do and what can I not do if I want to be successful? And since I got high as fuck last night, maybe not, you'll never know. Before I get into everything, you're going to see exceptions to this rule everywhere. You're going to see guys who make millions and millions of dollars get fucked up 24/7. You're going to see people that are high all day long and are still making a lot of money. In fact, I know a lot of people like that. I'm going to tell you kind of my view on it and my 2 cents on it. You're allowed to do whatever you're allowed to do as long as it doesn't slow you down. I'm going to tell you just straight up, alcohol slows you down a lot. It's not a good thing if you want to be an entrepreneur. And my thoughts on this is if you see these people out there that are killing it, a lot of people you see they're killing it, the people that you look up to, a lot of these people don't drink. And my thoughts on this is if you want to be extraordinary and you want to do stuff that nobody else is doing, if you want to be the peak of your game, you want to be the top, you can't afford to be suffering from hangover. You can't afford to be slowed down. You can't afford to lose your creativity. And so from my point of view, when I get drunk, I have about 2 days worth of hangovers. There's about 1 day where it's like the nasty hangover, and then I lose my creativity, focus, and passion for a few days. And I'm actually getting serious here. That's really debilitating. There's a lot of weekends where I go out on a Friday or Saturday night. Saturday I'm hungover, then Sunday I'm hungover, and then Monday I'm still, catching up. Not only do I fall behind on my business, but that whole entire weekend could have been spent doing really productive things, like growing my business, making more YouTube videos for a channel. But instead I'm on the couch, hungover, and feeling like shit. And even when the hangover's gone, I'm not feeling at my peak, okay? I'm not gonna be able to shoot videos like this. I'm not gonna be able to be funny. I'm not pumped up to work on my ads. I'm not pumped up to grow my businesses. And as an entrepreneur, it's not like when you're going to a steady job where you just have to put in the work and you have to do manual labor. Doing manual labor is not good enough as an entrepreneur because when you're leading the way, and I'm not trying to talk myself up or anything like that, but when you're leading the way, the thing that drives the business is your creativity and passion for it. And when you lose those things, the business really stops moving forward and you fall behind. Understand how to do it with balance. You got to keep that balance in your life. So, for example, if I'm going to go and get fucked up one weekend, or I know there's a big weekend coming up, I make sure all my work is done before that weekend comes. You got to find ways to really balance that and kind of prepare for this type of stuff. This is me trying. Don't fucking go to college, and here's why. Honestly, just fucking pissed off because the more I think about this, the more frustrated I get. And the reason I'm frustrated is college. And before we get into this video, what you're gonna see is why you should not go to college, broken down not by someone who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. This is by someone who has landed himself a full-time job without a college degree, okay, a $45,000, $50,000 per year job without a college degree. I've gone and built multi-million-dollar businesses, and I also employ people, and the last thing I look for when I'm employing someone is a college degree. So I'm coming from all aspects. A person that has gone and gotten a job without a college degree, all the way to started a business without a college degree, made the business work, and employs people, and the last thing I look for is a college degree. So this is coming from a somewhat qualified source. Here's the fucking problem with colleges and stuff like that. They know this. They know this. And if they were able to get you in and out in 14 weeks, guess what? They wouldn't be able to charge $30,000 a year. Like, I'm looking at this one chart right here, and I don't even believe it. I didn't even understand it was this fucking expensive because I've never looked at college tuitions and stuff like that. But for in-state, it's about $10,000 a year on top of all the other stuff that comes with college. So that's about $40,000 if you go in-state, and about $100,000 if you go out-of-state. Blows my fucking mind. I do not get it. That anyone can straight face charge that amount of money for such useless education and charge that amount of money and tell you, oh yeah, you need to do this to make $45,000, $50,000 per year. And this is so fucking horrible on so many levels. First level, it eats up 4 years of your time that you could be building a skill set, getting educated, self-educated, which is way more effective, and starting a career. That is 4 years you just completely wasted. That is the most negative thing about all this. But next thing is, not on top of all the time they've wasted training you and shit that doesn't even really help you on the job, you've also put yourself $40,000, $60,000, $100,000 in debt. I skipped college, and those years that I could have gone to college, I spent learning and growing and working on something that's real besides some fucking made up piece of paper that has an extreme price tag on it that everyone who doesn't know fucking shit about anything is telling me to get. No, I ignored that. And I went and focused on building businesses. Instead of leaving college with a shit degree and weak job opportunities and honestly, going into jobs and getting my shit stuffed in by people like me who walked in the marketing agency, instead over those 4 years, I left with a multi-million-dollar business. I left with so much experience that I could go land $1 million per year job at any type of business because I have the results. And that's because those 4 years I spent actually learning and growing, and instead of building massive debt and learning irrelevant information.
So you want to start a business, but your friends are telling you that's too much risk. You're silly. You're not making any money. You need to take control of your life and stop doing these pipe dreams. You want to start a business, but everyone in your life is treating you like one of those crazy homeless people you see in New York City, just being like, dude, come on. Here's how you do this. Here's how you start a business despite all this shit. But the second reason why a lot of people don't get into business or don't even try is social pressure and their family looking down to them and everybody in their life telling them this is wrong. Everyone they respect and look to saying, what are you doing, man? You're crazy. And I'm going to really talk about my experience because when I was building my companies, I was getting out of the military. I left a stable job to come and build my businesses. My family told me I was crazy. My friends borderline almost made fun of me. I love my friends, very supportive, but everyone in my life was telling me this is not what you should be doing. You are absolutely nuts. And what you need to do is you need to start learning how to compartmentalize people's opinions and give them certain weight in terms of the context. Why on earth would you ever, A, take that opinion into consideration, B, base any of your decisions around it? You wouldn't. You'd be like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, so I'm just going to take it in stride. In fact, I'm going to completely ignore it. Now, the problem is, and this problem I see with a lot of people, is they take their friends' opinion and their family's opinions way too much in regards to things their family and friends know nothing about. In fact, everything that their friends and family are telling them is based off of misinformation. Complete misinformation. So not only is it wrong, not correct, and they don't know anything about it, they're actually telling you things that are not true. And so I'm going to listen to other people's opinions, especially if they're coming from other sources. So I'm going to go through all those filters. You have to learn how to not be affected by what other people say if it's not relevant. 95% of what's said to you about stuff is irrelevant. It's completely non-impactful. It is not something you want to pay attention to.
I don't want to become some make money online guru. I just don't, and that's not the intention with this channel, and I'm not really trying to build a financial income off of the viewers of this channel. The ad revenue is next to nothing. I love teaching on this channel. It's a ton of fun because I can do it my way and I can have fun with it, and there's no financial obligation or anything like that, and I'll get more into that in the personal side of it. I don't want my legacy to be the make money online guy. I just don't want to do that. There's other people that do that, and they impact a ton of other people. If you look like Tony Robbins, he's impacted millions of people. That's amazing. I just don't want that to be my legacy. I don't want that to be my financial income, and there's nothing wrong with it. Again, I can't stress that enough. It's just not what I want to do. I want to build big software companies. I want to build a nanotech company that helps reverse aging, and I'll get into that more in future videos. But financially, while I'm sure this channel, there might be some opportunities to make money and stuff like that, the goal here is not really to sell and monetize the audience base. And I wanted to make this video to really just knock out all those questions that I see a lot of times, even from good subscribers. And I'm not making this as a response to trolls. I don't give a shit what stupid fucking people say on the internet. I know I have some pretty heated responses to some people sometimes. That's because people just grind my gears sometimes. I'll just admit that. That being said, I wanted to knock these out for you. These are questions that any logical human being would think, and I think a lot of people that make videos kind of the nature that I do, they blow off any question of skepticism, like, oh, they're just trolling, or these people are ignorant, or they're naive, and blah 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 blah. If you don't see my way, then you're obviously blind and stupid. That's not true. You know, if he's claiming to make millions of dollars online, he's making videos teaching you. People do things for a reason.